Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys the fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today, we have a show probably unlike any other show we've ever produced. But before we even get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to check out the DREAMERSPRO podcast that we have pinned in the comments below. Let me get into this topic here. As you guys know, Skip Bayless has been LeBron James's #1 critic for pretty much all of LeBron's career, right? Skip was the first person that went out there that publicly challenged this notion that LeBron is the second coming to Michael Jordan, or maybe LeBron could end up being better than Michael Jordan. And he has always been a pretty harsh critic, but he likes to call himself a truth teller since LeBron's entree into the NBA. Right, and it started on his, I think, Cold Pizza days, and then First Take days, and all through ESPN First Take, and then ultimately to when he, started his show Undisputed, Skip and Shannon's Undisputed at Fox Sports 1. Right, and over the years, Skip has had one thing and the other to say about LeBron. Some people have kind of gotten on Skip for being a LeBron hater, and again, Skip calls himself a truth teller. And Skip, has had some pretty crazy one-liners all throughout the years. When he said the chosen one turned into the frozen one, I was like, okay. And then when he was getting on him after he choked in the finals in 2011, he's like, he's not even a La Batman James, a La Robin James, he's La Alfred James. I was like, bro, what is going, like, Skip has had, his moments getting at LeBron James, right? But then, just yesterday, he released a show on his podcast where he was responding to Draymond Green. Follow this well. And in the midst of his commentary, he then starts to talk about Draymond's dirty plays. And then he gets into the time Draymond Green called LeBron the B word in an NBA Finals game, which ultimately ended up getting Draymond Green suspended for 1 game. I don't know why you would suspend somebody for 1 game for calling another player that, when these guys yell profanities at each other all game long. That's a different story. But then he didn't stop there. He then goes on to say, and yes, it is true, LeBron is a B. And he can be a B. And I'm like, whoa, what? He's on here calling LeBron multiple times. And that had been the first time I had ever heard anyone in sports media go out there and call him that on multiple occasions on a major platform or major network like Fox Sports. And I was absolutely floored. And I'm like, man, we got to talk about this here today. But before we even get into what Skip Bayless had to say, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time, who's the official sponsor of today's show. Game Time makes getting NBA Finals tickets even faster and easier than ever before. For example, I am super excited about the games between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. With Game Time tickets, I can easily pick the best tickets for me. I love that I can choose between different deals. I have the option to select the cheaper deal, the best option deal, or my favorite, the flash deal. The flash deal gives me the option to find discounts that I can only find on Game Time. Once I select the ticket I want, I can view my seat. And it's not just restricted to the NBA. I can also look for the best ticket deals for other sports like football, baseball, or concerts, or comedy or theater shows. Included in my purchase, I also have a 24-hour return guarantee, a lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection. So take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is we want to play exactly what Skip Bayless had to say about LeBron, and I want you guys to listen to it, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what Skip Bayless had to say here.
here to me is the highly amusing irony of Draymond's shot taken at me the other day. Why did Draymond get suspended for Game 5 of the 2016 NBA Finals? Well, it was in part because of several cheap shots he had inflicted upon opponents during that playoff run. But the final straw, as you might remember, was Draymond, fourth quarter of that fourth game, as his team was going up 3-1 over the Cleveland Cavaliers, his Golden State Warriors. At that point, Draymond loudly called LeBron James and then promptly went down to the other end of the floor and kicked LeBron James in the privates. But I'm the hater? Could have fooled me. You know, LeBron James occasionally can. So Draymond actually yelled out the truth. And by the way, just a quick point of order, nobody ever thought to or dared to call Michael Jordan a. Are you kidding? Nobody would have called him that because he didn't have an ounce of that in him. And for Draymond to call LeBron that very publicly, very loudly on the floor during Game 4 of the NBA Finals should actually disqualify LeBron from ever being considered even a part of the GOAT argument? Are you kidding?
So you heard your man Skip. You heard him calling LeBron what he did on multiple occasions. When I heard Skip Bayless saying that, I was shocked. I had to go to the comments to see what some of his viewers were saying. They're like, yo, Skip out here calling LeBron a bitch. I'm like, wait, what? And to me, I think that what Skip said, because he said he is a, you know, he can be a whatever. I think that is truly what Skip thinks about LeBron. And I'll tell you where I think that is rooted in. I think that Skip believes that LeBron be doing some B-ass moves. I think that he's also speaking to maybe in some cases with his flopping and all of that. I also think that he's comparing him to Michael Jordan, and he didn't see MJ as a B, right? And when you compare him, in this case, LeBron to Jordan, that's what he kind of comes off as in the eyes of Skip Bayless, right? That's how I think that is genuinely how Skip views him, and I think that is how he has viewed him over the years. What is startling is to hear him say it publicly. I was like, wait, what? I can't think of a time where another media personality at the level of a Skip Bayless has ever said that. Ever. Like, I can't think of anyone. I can't think of anyone anywhere that has said that, right? And dare I say, I don't think anyone would dare to say that. Even on Gil's Arena, where dudes be letting their opinions be known, I don't think any of them would ever say something like that. Not even one time. So for Skip to say it, I just think that is just how he feels about LeBron James. I'll give you guys another insight. There's a certain there's a certain group of people out there that hold this particular thing against LeBron. And these people, for whatever reason, because I've seen him produce shows about it and all of that, they kind of hold it against him in terms of his man and all of that, which is his flopping. I've seen multiple creators make videos where they're like, this is not becoming of a player that we're going to be saying is the greatest player of all time, that you're flopping. It speaks to, who you are as a man. There are people that have created shows like now. We've never done anything like that because it never occurred to me to, kind of critique LeBron through those lenses. But there are people that kind of hold that against him, that he's always flopping. Obviously, you can go out there and look at a flopping compilation. LeBron has some pretty crazy flops. But the point I'm trying to make is there are a group of people that kind of view LeBron through this prism, right? And, you know, they hold this against him. Fair or not, they hold it against him. And I think that this is what happens when you now want to call yourself the greatest player of all time, because now people are going to hold you to a standard that is higher than every other standard they may hold other players to. Fair or unfair, what it is, it just is what it is. And you hear Skip, you've heard him say it on multiple occasions, they would never dare to call Jordan that. They would never dare to call Jordan that, right? And he's saying that the reason they feel comfortable calling LeBron that is because he is, that's why he says that. I think it also speaks to the fact that we've never seen LeBron kind of knuckle up ever in the NBA, never really get into any kind of real scuffle. There have been times where LeBron, like there was a time when the Miami Heat used to play against the Indiana Pacers, and I think the player's name was Danny Granger. Danny Granger used to, I'm just keeping it funky with you, he used to punk LeBron James. Like, he used to punk him straight up. There are times he would run up on LeBron like he looked like he about to hit LeBron. LeBron would just be like backed up like this. And people are looking at LeBron like, bro, you 6'8", 9", 375,000 pounds. Like, bro, defend yourself. You're too big to be letting some dude run up on you like that. Regardless, even if the dude, like, if you like, come on, like, defend yourself, right? And there were times where Stephen A. Smith had to say, like, there are people looking at LeBron like, bro, defend yourself. Stop letting these dudes punk you on the court. So I think Skip also saw that and saw LeBron's unwillingness to fight or defend himself and said, this is what he is. There's an element to that where players have gotten into with LeBron. He never really pushed back. He never really threw his hands, never really got into any kind of scuffles, never, right? And people always kind of looked at him that way, like, yo, why don't you do anything? You know, you look at the Isaiah Stewart situation where Isaiah Stewart just lost his damn mind. But if you go back and look at those videos, the people that were holding LeBron down was definitely not him. The people that were holding him down were the Carmelo Anthonys. Indeed, Carmelo Anthony. There's no way Isaiah Stewart would have did that to be charging at Carmelo Anthony, and Carmelo Anthony would just have been. It would have never happened. And Carmelo himself has said he didn't like the fact that dudes tried to bully LeBron, so he would now come to LeBron's defense. And LeBron is bigger than Carmelo Anthony. He is. As big as Carmelo Anthony is, LeBron is actually slightly bigger than him. So there's this perception out there of LeBron, and I think that is what Skip was speaking to. What, again, surprises me or shocks me is that he would go out there and say that publicly on multiple. I was like, Skip don't give a damn. He don't give a damn, right? So these are my thoughts on the situation. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about Skip Bayless actually going out there and calling LeBron that on multiple occasions for everybody to hear? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.